Good morning. Today we'll discuss about the basics of IoT, that is Internet of Things. What do we mean by IoT and how it works? What are the features of IoT? So IoT basics Internet of Things. So generally, what do you mean by IoT? So let us look closely at our mobile devices, what we are using now, which contains GPS tracking or mobile gyroscope, adaptive brightness, voice detection, face detection, etc. So these will have some own individual features and it will communicate with each other to provide a better environment. For example, if you are going to from one place to another place, so if it doesn't know the path or way, then we can go for tracking the path, that is the GPS. Then if you are playing some games like PUBG, then there will be a gyroscope will be used there. Then for automatically adaptive brightness will be adjusted. So that these things are basically of IoT, that is Internet of Things. These will communicate with each other. So connecting everyday things with embedded with electronics, software, and sensors to internet, enabling to collect and exchange the data without the human interaction. We can call it as Internet of Things. The term "things" in the Internet of Things refers to anything and everything in a day-to-day life which is accessed or connected through the internet. So we can say IoT is an advanced automation and analytic systems which deals with artificial intelligence, sensors, networking, electronics, cloud messages, etc. In order to deliver the complete system either for the product or the services. The system created by IoT has a greater transparency, control, and performance. As we have a platform such as a cloud that contains all the data through which we can connect all the things around us through internet. For example, if you see in which way we are connected with or all the things are connected in IoT, starting from online shopping, then wristband, that is watches, wearable technologies, then smartphones, then vehicles, then home, the automation home or home lighting or home and home appliances, for example, controlling the air conditioner, controlling the lights, controlling the fans, then musics, then our PC, personal computers, then data analytics, then in-flight services. So everywhere now we are connected with internet. For example, if one day if there is no internet, then we can't do any work at all. So that much happened with the internet. In today's real life, we have or we are supposed to live with internet. So if there is no internet, then we can't communicate with each other also. That much internet has came. For example, a house where we can connect our home appliances such as air conditioner, light, etc. through each other, and all these things are managed at the same platform. For example, if you have a platform that we can connect our car, for example, tracking its fuel, how much fuel is there, then speed limit, how much it is going on speed, and also track the location of the car. So another example, if you see, so all the things are connected with each other based on the preference. For example, I can set the room temperature. If my room temperature should be 25 or 26 degrees Celsius, so when I come back from the office to my house, so according to my car location, my AC would start before 10 minutes. I arrive at home. So all the home automations or this type of process can be done through Internet of Things. So how the IoT works? So IoT, first we should have a things. to connect. That is, for example, sensor actuators. Then from these, we want to have a gateways, and we have a cloud infrastructure to transfer the data, and we have a network infrastructure. So through these things, gateways, the cloud infrastructure, and network only, IoT works. The working of IoT will be different for different IoT system, but the concept of working are similar. For example, the entire process of IoT starts with the device themselves. For example, such as smartphones or digital watches or electronic appliances, which surely communicate with the IoT platforms. The platforms collects and analyze the data from all the multiple devices and platforms and transfer the most valuable data with application to the devices. So what are the features of IoT? The most important features of IoT which it works are connectivity, analyzing, integrating, active management, and many more. So without connecting, we can't connect the things. The connecting is based on our internet. So we are connecting the things through internet. So we are defining as Internet of Things. So first we go for a connectivity. So we know that connectivity generally it connects two devices. So connectivity refers to establish a proper connection between all the things of IoT to its platform. For example, it may be either a server or cloud. So after connecting the IoT devices, it needs a high-speed messaging between the devices and the cloud to enable the reliable, secure, and bidirectional communication. So bidirectional communication means if the devices wants to communicate with the server, again the server should communicate with the device. That is, both the sides communication should be done simultaneously. So it is called a bidirectional communication. So next we see analyzing. So after connecting all the relevant things, it comes to a real-time analyzing the data collected and use them to build the effective business intelligence. For example, if we have a good insight into a data gathered from all these things, then we can call our system as a smart system. So first we need a connectivity, connecting between the devices and the servers and the clouds. And after that, connecting, we want to analyze the data. After that, we'll go for integrating. So integrating the various models or devices to improve the user experience. So next we have artificial intelligence, AI. So now in this world, all it is done with only AI. Smart devices also having AI, artificial intelligence. So the IoT makes the things smart and enhances the life through the use of data. For example, if you have a coffee machine whose beans have going to end, then the coffee machine itself order the coffee beans for your choice from the retailer. So it knows the condition, how much coffee beans are there, whether it is possible to go for next how many coffees. So next we have a sensor, that is sensing. The sensor devices are used in IoT technologies in order to detect and measure any change in the environment and report on the status. The IoT technology brings passive networks to active networks. That is, without sensor, they could not hold any effective or true IoT environment. If we, for example, if we see all the IoT things, we have a sense. For example, if you want to control an AC in our room, then we need to have a temperature sensor. For example, if the room temperature is 34 degree, so I will be comfortable with 28 degree. Then the temperature sensor will sense the room temperature and it shows it is 35 degree. Then automatically it communicates with the controller to make the AC to turn on within 25 or 26. Then we have active engagement. The IoT makes the connected technology or the product or the services to make the active engagement between the each others. and endpoint management. So it is important to be that the endpoint management of all the IoT system, otherwise it makes the complete failure of the system. So that means endpoint management should be there. Same way, for example, if a coffee machine itself order, uh, then if suppose if orders to the retailer, but he is not present at home for a few days, then it needs a failure to the IoT system. So there must be a need for endpoint management. So we can see the basic IoT system, how it is connected. So first we have an internet, then the devices what to connect. Then we have a hardware, that is sensor, which contains the sensor, actuators or drives. Then through that we can get the inputs, that is the information what it is sensing or activating. Then it will be go through embedded system, and it have a connection services, and it will connect it with the local network. For example, it may be either local area network or wide area network or metropolitan area network. Then it can communicate to other devices. So it is a basic overview of IoT system, how it connects. So what are the advantages of IoT? In day-to-day life, we have several advantages based on IoT. So some of its benefits are, first one, efficient resource utilization. If you know the functionality and the way that how each device works, then we definitely increase the efficient resource utilization as well as monitoring the natural resources. Then minimizing the human effort, as the devices of IoT interact and communicate with each other and do a lot of tasks for us, then we can minimize the human effort. Then it also saves time. As it reduces the human effort, then it definitely saves our time. So time is the primary factor which can save through IoT platforms. Then enhancing the data collections, then improving the security. If we have a system that all these things are interconnected, then we can make the system more secure and efficient. So if we have advantages, then sure there will be some disadvantages of IoT also. So as the IoT Internet of Things facilitates a set of benefits, it also creates a significant set of challenges. They are main is security. All the IoT systems are interconnected and communicate over networks. The system offers little control despite any security measures, and it can be lead to various kinds of network attacks. Privacy. Even without the active participation on the user, the IoT system provides substantial personal data in the maximum details. The complexity, the designing and the developing and the maintaining, the enabling the large technology of IoT system is quite complicated. So we have discussed now what we mean by IoT, Internet of Things, and its definition, how it is interconnected, and what is its features, then basic overview of IoT system, then what is its advantages and what are its disadvantages. So thank you. So next session we'll discuss about the IoT protocols. Thank you.